With the recent announcement of the closure of the Home Depot Expos, not only in the San Diego region, but across America, I've been asked many times about how is that going to affect the local economy and maybe the overall remodeling industry as a whole. You know, I think I've been asked that because not only am I president of the San Diego chapter of NARI, but I'm also used to be an installer for Home Depot Expo approximately about 8 years ago. With the closing of the Home Depot Expo, I think this is a well-needed boost that remodelers here in our county and I think across the nation need as these larger chains start to close. Gives us all the opportunity. It's another adjustment, another shift back down where we have the clients working for a smaller company. Many years ago, I think when Home Depot actually, the Expo moved into our community, they actually brought something with them that was very different. They took the design build process, especially on the kitchen and bath side, and really took that and spread that across America. Catering to the higher end type clientele. They also created more of a one-stop shop. So not only could I design your overall project, they could get the project designed, but there's a method that they could literally go department by department selecting all the finished product, kind of over one type of roof. I don't want to pretend that I'm an expert at all in the finances of Home Depot Expo, but I'll give you some baseline numbers that what I heard approximately about 8 years ago when I was installing. At that time, there was one Home Depot Expo that was performing approximately about $50 to $60 million a year in business. They were doing approximately 10 to 13,000 projects throughout the entire county. Now, since then, they actually had opened up a second store, so we know that some of that business kind of got split between the two. But it's easy to presume that during their high point, they were doing approximately about 90 to 120, 130 million dollars of remodeling inside of this overall community. Now, of course, there's a huge amount of product sales that go along with the overall remodeling portion, but the amount of projects that were actually being performed were somewhere within the approximately with those two stores could be from 12 to almost 18,000 a year. Now we know currently with the pullback of the remodeling side is that we know that their business has to be down by 40 to 50%. But still leaves an opportunity for approximately about 10,000 projects that need to be completed throughout our local overall economy. So when we take a look at the fact that there are still available, say that 10,000 projects throughout that are available, those clients are looking for a specific type of company. That client is a higher end type clientele, has a little bit more funds, a lot less time, okay, and they want to be nurtured throughout their entire project. Companies that are going to excel at this are companies that already have an overall design build process to not only take the project from the start, from the initial phase, all the way through the construction site. But the key, I think, on this is, and what Expo allow the clients to do, is create a one-stop shopping type of atmosphere. Companies, I think, that have a process to select the materials, the finished product, the tile, and walk a client through their industry partners or their vendors, those are the companies that are going to excel and exceed. But I also believe this, is that a client has the opportunity, if they go to the right companies, to actually get better service, higher caliber, more of a personalized type of projects than maybe a larger big box company does when they're looking to try and complete such a large volume of work. So I think it's really kind of a win-win for not only the industry but consumers as a whole.